sure most of you will recognize that 4-bar introduction to Georgia on My Mind, made popular by that great Ray Charles. Now, to begin with, I'm going to follow a basic stock arrangement of the song, pointing out and analyzing the harmony movements as we go along. Then I'll produce some alternative chords and show you how to put a bluesy slant on the music. So we're starting off in the key of F on the 1 chord. And now we're introduced to an A7 chord, which does not belong in the key of F. Now this is called tonicization. The 3 chord in F, 1, 2, 3, is A minor, and here we have an A7. And I think you'll notice the C sharp just doesn't belong. Therefore an A7 must be a dominant 5 chord. But a 5 of what? Well, A7 is the 5 of D, or the 5 of D minor, which happens to be the 6th chord in the key of F. So A7 is acting as a 5 of the 6, D minor. And not surprisingly, that's exactly where it goes. The next move is an up 4 primary move to G minor, the 2 chord. At the same time, we're descending down to the 3rd of the G minor, putting the G minor into a first inversion. The B flat now becomes passive, becoming a B flat minor, and by step moving back to our 1 chord. At this point, I've only used triads in 4-note dominant chords. As I finish the first and move into the second verse, I'm going to extend those basic harmonies to 9ths, 11ths, and some 13ths. I'll also add some alternative harmonies as well. Getting back to where we were. Wow, what is an E flat 13 doing in the key of F? Well, the E flat is acting as a flat 2 of 6. But when we arrive at the root of the 6th chord, we find that we have a D7. Again, more tonicization, the 5 of 2 chord. And this is, as we do the turnaround, doing exactly the same idea. This E flat augmented 11 is acting as a flat 2 to a 5 of the 2 and to the 2, and into the second verse. So I'm going to be starting off, of course, on our F, but I'm going to move the 10th to an E minor 10th. Now E minor, another chord that does not belong in the key of F, is acting, again, this is tonicization, this is acting as a 2 of the 6th chord. So subdominant 2 to the root of the 5 of the 6, the A7, and onto the 6th chord. So in context you'd hear it. However, I'm going to play a little game with you. Instead of going directly to the 6th chord from my A, I'm going to come just on top of it as a flat 2 onto the 6th. And I'm going to be doing chromatic, equal, parallel harmonies of minor 7th chords. So that's going to fall onto the 6th chord. That was my first goal, to get to the 6th chord. The next one is to get to the root of the 4 chord, the B flat. So I'm going to continue my chromatic move down, minor 7ths, C minor, and then by step right onto the B flat 4 chord. Now it sounds like a lot of mumble jumble, but let's put it in context. I think when you hear it, it'll make a little difference. G9, first inversion with the B at the bottom, 5 of the 5 chord, 5 of C, and I've set up a chromatic move coming up B flat through B to C, the 5th of the 1 chord, second inversion, flat 2 of, it's going to turn out to be the 5 of 2, and on into the bridge. Now back to the second verse, but this time, as promised, I'm going to put on a little bit of a blues feeling. Now some of the techniques that you do to make that happen is on the 1 chord, instead of a 6 or major 7, I'm going to make it dominant. We'll call that a blues 1 chord. And on the 4 chord, instead of passive with the major 7 or 6, I'm going to again make that dominant. We'll call that a blues 4 chord. Instead of using the 2 chord, the G minor, use tonicization, make it a G7, a 5 of the 5. And of course, finish off the whole feeling of it, obviously some little bluesy licks. So let's listen to the second verse, this time around and right into the bridge, in a blues style. That flat 9 kind of house. Blues 1, blues 4. Little pedal point here. We're going to keep the D droning. Then down that blues 4, yeah. Traditional now. At this point, I'm going to throw in a few different ideas, which if you've gained an understanding of those two terms, you'll have a pretty good understanding of why I'm playing what I'm playing. Now remember, you can always pause this video, run it back and forth to make notes for yourself. I have enjoyed analyzing this great song and trust I've been able to give you some insight as to possibilities that you can use to enhance your own musical arrangements. So until next time, take care. Please subscribe, that's important. And now, the last verse, the coda and out. I'll just pick up the last 2 bars of the bridge.